Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and First Man is a 2018 film. I wanted to watch this movie back when it first came out a month or so ago, but I didn't. Stuff happens, life happens, but this was the last week, at least according to my app, that this movie was going to be in theaters, so I said I need to hurry up and get this done, make this happen. So I did. It is directed by Damien Chazelle, his second or third, no, fourth movie maybe. It's starring Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong, and what's it about? Well, it's a true story. It's obviously based on Neil Armstrong and his journey on becoming the first man to land on the moon, walk on the moon. And the whole movie is not only following that process and how hard it was for him to do this, but also his family life, his life with his wife and his kids, and the drama that went on there. What I thought of this movie was, I enjoyed it. I can't say I loved it. I'm not over the moon. Get it? I'm not over the moon about this film. Like, I'm not jumping up for joy and saying this is the greatest movie ever. But I will say it was very well made. Damien Chazelle so far has not made a bad movie, in my opinion. I think he has a certain style, especially in this film. You could tell the camera is handheld for a lot of it. It's close-up shots. It's down and dirty. You get in there. You feel like you're in the action. You feel like you're in the spacecraft. And I enjoyed Ryan Gosling. I did. I remember seeing some reviews of some people enjoyed him, probably like I did. But other people thought that he was just being Ryan Gosling, and they didn't think there was much special to his performance. But this is a guy, Neil Armstrong, who, when you see what he went through at the very beginning of the movie, he has a major tragedy. I don't want to spoil it, but something major happens to him. And so I don't know exactly how he was as a father or as a husband before that, but when that happens, it's rough. I understand why he's emotionally cut off and why he's keeps to himself and why he's cold to his wife a lot of times. They even explain that in past missions or training, he's lost other members of his flight team, and so he's gone through and he's gone to a lot of funerals and lost a lot of people. So I get it. I do. Maybe some people wish that he had more of a personality, but hey, this is a real guy. If Neil Armstrong was really this serious and this stern and this 110% focused on getting to the moon, he kind of put his family on the back burner. I want to talk about Claire Foy as Janet, his wife. I want to mention her especially because she's blowing up this year. I don't watch the TV show that she's known for, but after seeing Unsane, she has The Girl in the Spider's Web coming up. She's doing very well, to say the least, and I think she was good in the movie, but I think she wasn't given a whole lot to do. A lot of the film, she's dealing. She's being understanding. She's kind of just putting up with the coldness, the cold shoulder from Neil Armstrong, Ryan Gosling. She's just taking it and taking it and taking it. She has a lot of responsibility on her shoulders, basically watching these kids by herself. And I was waiting for the moment where she would lash out, where she would come back and say, "What the fuck, Neil? Give me something back. Talk to your kids. Be here." And she does have a moment like that. She does have a scene like that. And that scene is her strongest scene. So I enjoyed her for that. The cast, there's a lot of actors that I recognize that I even expected to see in a film like this. Kyle Chandler especially, he would do a role that you see him in here. Corey Stoll plays Buzz Aldrin, and I found pretty amusing. Jason Clarke, who I feel like I haven't seen in quite a while. Actually trying to think of the last movie I've seen him in. Shea Whigham, who he's another actor that I always see as a side character in one of these movies. Corey Michael Smith, I just want to mention him. He only has like 2 scenes, but he plays Edward Nygma on Gotham. So I had to mention that guy. Kieran Hines, who is in everything. And Ethan Embry. Very random, but I had to mention him specifically because of Can't Hardly Wait. I know there was a lot of controversy with the US flag and whether or not we would see the iconic scene of him planting the flag on the moon, and you don't see him planting it, but you do see the flag there. So it happened. It just, I guess people were upset that the movie wasn't more about that, or wasn't more about the US in the space race, as they call it, against Russia and trying to make it there before them. But that's not the story they wanted to tell. I understand. Maybe that even would have been a better movie. Maybe. And maybe for most people that's what they wanted instead. But I appreciate and I respect the fact that they made this film more about the man, more about his life, especially in these couple years building towards this. I really enjoyed that they showed how hard of a mission this was, how many times they messed up, how many people died along the way, how many tests they had to do to truly get this right. And so when you finally do get the mission, when you finally do see them go to space, it does feel like an accomplishment. I did feel myself getting anxious, even though I know the story, I know how it ends, but I think it did a good job. Chazelle did a good job of building those events. There's one moment, like in the middle of the movie, where the ship is going out of control, and just the sound, it was hard to watch. It is a little long. It's over 2 hours long, and there might have been some points in the middle where I was slightly bored and slightly going in and out, but overall it got me back. I think this is a very, very good film. I'm going to rate this a date movie. If you bring a date to this film, though, it may go one of 2 ways. Your date may say, hey, wow, this is a sophisticated film. I respect you for taking me to this. Or she might say, dude, what the fuck? This is boring. Why did you take me to this? So proceed with caution. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw First Man. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you not care for it? Was it boring for you? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!